Great to have you with us at Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, Virginia. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers and the Liberty Flames. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though they will have a home field advantage, Coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So the Liberty Flames offense will have the football first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
They'll run the option. Keeps it on the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Scanning the field, it's Henderson. Fires to the big fella. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Flames racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping them.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Flames back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air, it's Henderson. On the run, still looking. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. First play of the period, first down here. Running inside, it's Udo. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run the option. Ball is out behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And they've converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll get rid of it. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So Coastal Carolina's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm.
The biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're...
Finds a seam! The 40, the 30, the 20. He is in! Touchdown, Coastal!
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-3. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The run inside. It's Coleman. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. We'll send the tight end in motion. Got it in the middle. It's Copeland. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Flames will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Chanticleers now ready to go on offense. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. On the ground, it's Alexander.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got it in the middle. It's Washington. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Barber. Rushes on him. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This time on target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll go to the air. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they use a timeout. Looking to the big tight end. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Right on target this time. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Now from inside the red zone. Throwing right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Flames will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Holly, what's the story as we start this 2nd half?
Hey guys, the Chanticleers head coach told me at the half, listen, things have not been going right lately, but they have found some momentum here in this ball game. He said, I know we've got a lot of clock left, a lot of game left, but it all starts right now to continue to believe they get the ball to start the 2nd half, and we'll see if they take that 1st half momentum into the 3rd. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. To the air, it's Barber. Right on the money. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
Just came out and fired a strike on the slant.
And those are tough catches to make because you know you're going to have that defender draped all over you. So you've got to have strong hands, and you saw that receiver pluck the ball.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And the Chanticleers are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Looking for the goal line.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
2nd and goal for the offense. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Break. Bingo, bingo.
Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Makes the catch. It's Copeland. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He goes right back to the air, working that wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Flames will hustle to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Past the 40. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davis. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. It'll be 3rd and long. get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Chanticleers come to the line in the hurry-up.
I know exactly what I have to do here.
Maybe a crease. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking to pass. It's Barber. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They go to the ground. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to him on the ground. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Chanticleers! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Down here on the Liberty sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Henderson. Makes the grab. Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Flames. Once he got some room, it was over. The Flames answer and regain the lead.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. Breaks into the open. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Looking to fire. On target. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one. That one interception and the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football in this game.
Nice answer. Just a nice bounce back. When you're the leader and you're the guy that everybody looks to and you handle adversity from last week like you did today in this game, nice job by this quarterback leading this team.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Great to have you with us from Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina. Nearing the midway point of this season, Week 5 in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Georgia Southern Eagles and the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense will go to work first. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Chanticleers will bring the punt team onto the field. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Eagles offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And, man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip? Right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Johnson looking to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run.
You just wonder about this guy's confidence right now. After fumbling in his last game, he's just fumbled again now. He seems like he's a little bit unsure of himself, and because of that, if you're the offensive coordinator, how many more times do you want to go back to this guy in this game?
On the run, it's Alexander. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Catch in the middle. It's Washington. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
It didn't look to me, guys, like the QB and his target were on the same page on that outbreaking route. I'm not sure if they both thought it was man or zone or what was happening, but I think that helped lead to the incompletion.
Another incompletion on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pucks it out of the air. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Chanticleers are marching down the field. This time they'll go to the running game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Trying to pick it up on the ground. At the 20, he's got space. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
From the red zone, looking for a man. It's caught. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Barber. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, you dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David.
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Barber. Firing to the right, complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Courtney. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. And the Chanticleers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Courtney. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They just keep firing. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And he added the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Murphy. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Dallas. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying play action. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Well, if you're going to line up in an empty set, you've got to make sure you're protecting your quarterback. And you see up front, a guy loses, and that forced the hit on the QB and forced the incompletion.
He's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Makes the grab. At midfield, he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first.
Breaks a tackle, and he might go. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back to throw, it's Barber. Right down the middle. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, quarterback had exactly what he wanted there. He had his big fella work in the middle of the field. You thought that was going to be an easy pitch and catch? Not so much. That's a mental error by the tight end. They got to clean that up.
Back to pass on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got his man. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. 1 more snap coming before halftime. He'll throw on third down. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Coastal! Into the end zone for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it on the year.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. He'll start the return inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the number 3 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Commodores, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game on the surf turf. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Hey guys, the Eagles head coach told me coming out of the locker room, the message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Thanks, Holly. Johnson looking to throw. Fires left. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know.
Gonna let it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Chanticleers now ready to go on offense. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. The Chanticleers are in the hurry-up. They'll try to run for it. Might have a chance. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Throws to the tight end. What a catch! Just beat the defender.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. Finds the tight end. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Chanticleers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They're going to run it to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. Johnson wants to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Going to run it. It's Alexander. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll give it to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Barber. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting and keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it. Keep getting those stats.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Wide open downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Chanticleers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field.
Snags it, and there's running room. Ripping through the defense. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup. The Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see.
Hunt is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. After this, it'll be a wrap. Johnson wants to throw it. He wants a big play here late. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.